Hi, I thought I'd come back and do a video, but I was hoping to do a a fun video. I just thought I'd come on and tell you how much of a shitty morning I've had. Yeah, I just don't understand why are people so selfish? I just don't get it. I've just had a really shitty day in the office, and it just tells you what human nature's like. If there's a bit of profit in it for somebody, it's just shocking the lengths people go to abuse other people to get ahead. Now, it's just completely wrong. I don't understand the logic in it at all. I'm one of those person who believes that, if someone's done you wrong, right, you should go after them and you should teach them a lesson. I always say, don't let anyone take advantage of you, but that doesn't mean that if a person's down, you should kick the shit out of them and kick them to... I could give you so many examples, but, I'm really annoyed and frustrated at work, and I'm just frustrated with human nature, and how people are so selfish and just don't give a second thought for anybody else but themselves, just because they need to make a bit of money. You throw money into the pit, just throw it in anywhere, right? And you see people's attitude change. Your best friend, I'm not saying I've got any issues with my best friend, luckily they're decent people, but I'm just saying generally, I can't even trust my own clients. It's ridiculous. I need to I suppose give you some sort of example. Here's one. Alright, here's one. I deal with property transactions and so on, and I've got this client, and this client was selling a property, and basically it fell through. I'm not an estate agent, I'm a solicitor, and basically it fell through, so I felt sorry for her, and she was passing away. Sorry, her father passed away recently as well, so I said, look, she was going to lose the house she was buying, so I said, look, I'll find you a buyer. I do a lot of work with property dealers, people who buy and sell property. So I rang this one guy up and I said, look, Bill, I said, the lovely lady here, right, you can't mess her around. I'll give you her number down, I'll agree a price with her. Oh crap, I used the word Bill. Actually, I'm going to have to delete that because I can't say Bill, I can't tell your clients' names. But anyhow, I said, look, you can't do it, basically. What I said to him is, ring this lady, she's a real nice lady, she's willing to give a discount, she's going to lose the property she's buying, work something out with her. However, whatever you work out with her, make sure you stick to it. Don't mess around like you do with other people. Lo and behold, 6 weeks ago, she's almost ready to finish, right? And what does he do? Typical bloody greedy tossers, people. He thinks he's got her over a barrel, so he comes back to her and says, she's already discounted it by 15,000. He comes back to her and says, oh, I need a further £6,000 discount. And he knows she can't afford it, and this lady gets upset, so she starts crying to me on the phone and so on, so I just didn't want to deal with it. But anyhow, bottom line is, it's out of order. And then he comes back when we turn around and say, no, get stuffed. He turns around and comes back and says, oh, well, I can't afford it, I'm not going to go ahead with it. So we played him at his game, and I just told her, so don't worry about it, if it doesn't matter, there's plenty of other people that will buy it. And I just told him to do one, basically. Excuse the language, obviously I'm a bit more professional at work, but I just said get lost, basically. And I was so annoyed, and that's what I mean. Why are people like that? Why do you have to do that? If anything, people should try and help somebody else, where they can. And I'm just so disgusted. Take for example another idiot the other day, yesterday in fact, I was there for half an hour. I went ballistic at this client. Basically instructed us to go ahead and exchange on a deal, and buy this property or flat or whatever it might be. I can't remember, but he verbally, usually we get instructions where there's nothing on file by rights, and we didn't. We trusted him and we said fine. And everything had gone to a plan, it would have been perfectly fine. But what did he do? It all fucks up, shit hits the fan, and then, for a week or two, he doesn't say anything because he's going to lose 20-30 grand. He knows it's not our fault because he told us specifically. He speaks to some other idiot, the mortgage finance guy, PFI or whatever, and he's the one who's basically fucked up, excuse the language, of course. And what does he do? He tells them that it's our fault, Now this is the guy who we said, are you absolutely sure? We explained to him the ramifications of it all, and said, you don't have any finance to arrange. And he goes, no, go ahead, and and this is what happens. And he speaks to the PFI, and because we're insured as a firm, right, he comes and sees us and goes, oh, it's all your fault and X, Y, Z. And we say to him, no, we told you specifically what the issues were and the potential loss, and you said to us, go ahead, irrespective, And what does he do? He blatantly lies to us, and he goes, oh, you be gents between you and the financier and admit that someone's wrong. And I wasn't prepared to, because bottom line is it wasn't our fault. So anyhow, I went ballistic at him, and the financier, and I just told them, you know, basically, if you want to sue us, go ahead, and you just watch me just rip you apart, basically, because I'm not standing for it. If I could ever give anyone any advice, right, is play it by the rules. Be nice to people, be kind to people, don't shaft people, and if they ever shaft you, make sure that you kick them in the balls, but don't do it so much so that if they're on the floor, that you beat them to a pulp, yeah? And I just told him straight, I like this guy, I just held my ground and just said, you know, bottom line is, if you want to sue us, go ahead, but I'll tell you what, you know, we will take your house off you. If it comes down to it, we will win and we will take your house off you. You know, whether or not it's in writing, bottom line is I had verbal agreements, I'm an experienced, you know, professional, and I wouldn't do it. You know, why would we do something with that client? It's ridiculous. And he thought he could basically get away with it, shout out as X, Y, Z, and, you know, get his own way. So anyhow, I'm just really frustrated. I could kill someone. So due to all this frustration, all morning I've been trying to argue with other people on the other side. And, you know, typical look. You know, when you feel like you just got to release yourself, right, and have a go at someone, or just cause an argument. Yeah, I'm dealing with all these files. I'm trying to speak to people on the other side, and everyone's just being so amicable and nice about everything. You know, changing clauses, doing this, or agreeing to that, or they just say, no, I'm really sorry, I should go back to you sooner. And, you know, I need an argument with someone. I just feel so frustrated and bent up, and I don't know what to say, guys. Anyhow, I should go. To calm me down, or have a cold shower. I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. I feel like chucking something or breaking something. I'm on my lunch break, and I just thought I'd come and tell the world how pissed off I am, just with human nature and people in general. Anyhow, take care. Go. Nanu, and I hope all my listeners believe like I do. Peace on everyone. Try and help people. How does he do it? Bloody hell. That's it. Live long and prosper, people. Take care.